that you can try it for 60, you can try it, and every 60 days an ad might pop up to try and get you to buy the full version. So,
Yeah, and that's usually happens on a couple minutes basis, rather than days basis. But I also have tried an app which has 30 days free. It was a GPS app that I actually currently use. But the app itself is 99 cents, then you pay a subscription for the actual service of the GPS. And it's pretty cheap, but when I actually tried it, you get 30 days of
which app is that?
MotionX GPS.
Okay.
Yeah, so you get 30 days of service, and then after that it asks you to purchase a subscription. So
and
that I was a lot more comfortable.
And you paid 99 cents up front?
For the app.
For the app, and then it's a subscription after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's something like another 99 cents per month.
And what,
that I was willing to do.
What does the app do?
It's just a full-featured GPS, the same way you...
So it's a navigation?
Yeah.
It's navigation, okay. And how does that compare to TomTom or Garmin? Have you looked at any of those?
I've used a few of them, and the difference in quality to me isn't worth the difference in price. Because I think TomTom is now cheaper, but it's still like $60. Whereas this one was 99 cents for the app and then a much cheaper subscription.
How much is the subscription?
I think it's either $1 or $2 a month. Which, over time will add up to more than the TomTom app, but, I'd rather... The thing about the TomTom app is saying they come out with something better. I already spent $60 on it, so I'm probably not going to be able to try it out. If there really is something better than, MotionX, then I can just cancel my subscription and hop onto something else. It also would take a long time for me to actually surpass that $60 mark. And so once I knew that the app was good, and I kind of trusted the app, and I knew that I wasn't just on some subscription that's ripping me off, I felt a lot more comfortable paying them.
And just sort of from the social marketing side, I'm just wondering, word of mouth, once you started to use Primo Spot, did you sort of say, wow, this is really cool, and tell a bunch of friends?
Initially I did, because I really liked the idea, and the first time I tried it, I actually managed to find a spot, and I was pretty happy. So my initial excitement, I told my friends, and I'm just like, check this out, like it's really cool.
So when you told your friends, did you use Twitter, did you use email, did you use your voice, did you call them, or did you tell them,
I think
in person?
I texted one of my friends, but everybody else I just kind of told in person.
You told in person, okay.
I always find it very awkward to share things like that over social networking. I always find it very awkward to kind of advertise those things over social networking.
Right, right.
Just because I kind of reserve that purely for talking and socializing and things like that. And so I feel like it'd be a little bit out of the blue to just be like, try out this new cool app.
Right.
But
have you ever tried a new app by just you had said that a friend of yours that you work with had told you about it, but have you ever read about an app? Well, you said initially that you had heard through marketing or advertising about the app for Primo.
Yeah.
So sort of a combination of that plus the friend telling you sort of convinced you to get the app. So maybe it was a combination of sort of press and it sort of built some credibility around it.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think that speaks to kind of how the App Store is in its own. You have your featured apps and things like that, which Apple tries to show you. And you have different criteria that you can search through. But, what really sells apps, in my opinion, tends to be either the commercials, if it appears there, the ratings that it gets, the reviews that people read, or somebody simply recommending it to you. Because an app you can click on an app and it can tell you exactly what it does, but that might not actually, I think people have been burned on it before.
Right. If there was a different phone, I know you get the iPhone 4, and if there was a phone like the Android that had all of the features that Primo had, plus the features that we've been talking about that would help you find an open space and gave you all the parking filters and an alert reminding you when to move your car, then would you be willing to actually switch to a different platform for that app, or you so in love with your iPhone that there's no app out there that would actually let you switch over?
I don't think that there's any one app, but I think that there's a marketplace, which is why I would switch. So
What do you mean by that?
you have the Android market,
Right.
and then you have the App Store.
Right.
And having used both, albeit much shorter time on the Android, you have a lot more of a polished experience on the App Store. You feel a lot more comfortable with it.
Right.
And you also have things like on the Android, not everything's completely compatible, and you have a few different compatibility issues, which overall doesn't seem as polished a platform. So if I saw that there was kind of an influx of apps coming out that all really piqued my interest, and that they were all exclusive to one, then I would definitely consider making a change. But for that to happen, the phone would have to be just as polished, it'd have to be just as good as the iPhone.
I think that's all my questions. That's great. Diego, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.